as it should have been.
What an excellent try this is. What an excellent try that is. Clue. And I think, along with Mark Selby, he's the most improved player I've ever seen. He's always one of those, like a Perry Mans kind of player that used to knock balls in off the lampshade, didn't have a clue where the cue ball was going, suddenly found out how to play position, and now not only is he one of the greatest break bowlers in the game, he's still one of the greatest potters in the game.
And a test of that coming up here.
An excellent kiss on the black has left the pink available. And as we say many times, the first 50 in a break, as we see that red disappear, is quite difficult. The last 50 is quite easy, so now the reds are spread. Even though he's 50 behind, he has every chance of taking this opening frame.
Final. That means he's played in the final of 8 major world ranking tournaments and won 6 of them. And he has won an event this season.
8. The
Gdynia Classic in northern Poland. One of the players to a championship series, defeating Jamie Burnett in the final, 4-3.
Whichever colour he decides to play is difficult with the cue ball being near the cushion. Good pot that, and it looks to be an excellent positional shot. What a beautiful shot that was. Very well played. Amazing enough, that's probably the shot of the night so far.
15.
Absolutely on the button, wasn't it?
Lost the cue ball again. It is the first frame, of course, and you don't really settle or don't get to know the speed of the table till the frame has been completed. It usually takes a frame to get the pace of the table. Another excellent shot. Just an inch more of pace would have been nice, but he can still go up for the blue.
21.
Cutting back into a blind pocket, never easy though, especially in a period of the match, as Willie said, when he's not really settled down yet. Oh, now normally when you hit the near jaw
22.
to that extent, they don't go.
I don't think it should have gone. But he has a lovely angle on the blue to play the little cannon into the red next to the pink, should he want to. As we see this red, look, caught that near jaw quite thick, didn't it? Just a slow cannon into the red and pink will suffice. Not necessarily going to play that, but that is a choice. Didn't quite get the desired kiss. He did play the cannon into the red next to the pink, but caught it a little bit thin.
27. 28.
By the way, I was just mentioning that Robertson won that Gdynia Classic in Poland. I actually watched that final, actually in Poland, but not at the tournament. I was out in Kielce in the southern half of the country. I've been commentating on the World Pool Masters. Now that's coming your way on Sky Sports over the coming
34.
weeks and months, and if you get the chance to watch that, please do so, because it was an absolutely cracking tournament.
35.
Not going to give anything away, but there was real entertainment there.
Meanwhile, he doesn't have the perfect angle on the black. You can see he's going to have to play this very, very pacey to try and get onto that red that's just to the right of the pink there. He's played that beautifully. He is a class act, this young man.
42.
A family man now, of course. He has a son that's 2.5 years of age, and he's just
43.
moved into a lovely house in the Cambridge Newmarket area. Very happy young man at the moment. Practices at my club in Cambridge, the WT's club in Cambridge. Practices a lot with Joe Perry.
50.
I know the proprietors of that club, Jason Smith
51.
and Steve McNamara, are very proud to have two such great players residing at their club. This is the key shot. If it gets nicely on the yellow, should win the first frame. That's come off that last cushion very quickly.
57.
Certainly a lot higher than he expected.
Well, the mayor's taken his coat off
59.
and the gloves are off in this match. What a blow it would be for Ding. What a boost it would be for Robertson to steal the frame. Bear in mind, when he came to the table for this contribution, he trailed by 53 points.
$62.
9 points the difference, so brown and blue will leave Ding requiring a snooker.
Hasn't played this very well.
66.
Yeah, I think he must have misread the scoreboard. I think he must have thought that was game ball. Okay, you'd fancy him to knock this in, but he's left it a lot more difficult than he would have liked. But is anything difficult for this young man when he's in full
71.
flight?
Leah Robertson, 71.
One snooker needed.
Yeah.
Ding can't quite work out what's required. It's 18 the difference, 13 on. One snooker needed. Of course, he's got to carry on.
He did actually nod in concession there. I wonder what the rule is there. Can you change your mind? Obviously, you must be able to.
Let me tell you, you can change your mind because he packed in when he was 9-3 down against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the Masters final, and they talked him back into going out into the arena after the interval to finish off the match.
Wasn't he thinking it was best of 17?
No.
Really?
No, definitely not. And one of the people who were really kind to Ding on that occasion, because it was a hard experience for him, was Ronnie O'Sullivan himself. Very compassionate, put the arm round him and said, "Don't worry." Ding came back out and they finished off the match as it should have been.
What an excellent try this is. What an excellent try that is. Especially if he's covered the left-hand side cushion, which I think he has. He can't play the swerve. This, amazing enough, is missable. He's got two chances here. If he doesn't hit it direct, he can hit it off two cushions playing this way, and of course he knows that he won't be leaving a pot on should he miss it.
Foul.
Well, would you believe it? Just when you thought it was safe.
Well, in the first frame of Higgins-Ebden, Higgins missed a snooker by a distance because he couldn't quite work out the throw off the cushion, and I think it was the same with Robertson there.
Got to be a little bit careful here, Ding. He'll have every idea where the cue ball's going, but to get the object ball saved here is going to be tough. Oh, this is another excellent shot, isn't it? Boy, he knows his way around the table, this young man.
Two great players, one great frame here.
Very, very good. Now, is it worth playing the double? It's a very, very easy safety shot. Pink in behind the black and white, two cushions in behind the brown spot area, but he's coming to look at the angle on the double. He knows that this will hurt. You know, very rarely do you see players play doubles, but this could really hurt Neil if he plays a double and gets it. How's it looking? Obviously played the snooker, didn't fancy the double. Very, very fortunate there. don't think he's got a lot of choice here because he can't hit it hard enough to play the cross double. The pink will be going right over the left-hand corner. He didn't have any choice there but to play the pot, but he's played it in such a way he had every chance of getting it safe. Robertson only needs one ball.
Well, Ding's resilience has been admirable, but will it come to nothing? Talk about the pendulum swinging.
Yes, he hit it too good, didn't he? I mean, if he gets further away from the pot, the pink comes away from the board cushion. The fact that he got so close to the pot kept it down that end of the table, and this would be the steal of all steals, wouldn't it?
6.
This will hurt Neil Robertson.
Truly
Ding
unbelievable.
6.
He didn't just miss that black, he missed it by a mile.
Well, I can only suggest he's got down thinking I'll roll it in and think, oh no, I'll stun it in, and change his mind on the shot. That is probably the easiest black I've seen Ding miss in his career.
And that wasn't Robertson's fault, that was a massive kick.
I agree. I agree. That was an awful kick. That is unbelievable. Absolutely squared up this. Look where the black hits. It hits about 4 inches away from the pocket. Amazing. Surely Ding won't miss this one.
Twice he thought he'd lost the frame, somehow Ding won it. Cracking start to the match. If the rest is as good as that, we're in for a treat.